my god. Thank you, Elon. No, really, thank you. Because ever since you made it so anyone can become verified, people have just been spreading misinformation en masse. So, good job. You really showed us the height of your remedial intellect.
Here's the steak knife. Go kill yourself.
Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gents. Apologies for the lack of video yesterday, but, you know, good old power outages tend to delay such things. I hope you guys are having a great week. Mine could be better, but, you know, fuck it, we ball. So as you can tell by the title of the video, we have a doozy for you. Because a Twitter user by the name of Dior decided to be a little mischievous today. Or maybe he's genuinely this stupid. I don't know. It's hard to tell nowadays. Regardless, he put out a really stupid tweet that reads as follows. With approximately 80 billion CCC, Microsoft is preparing an offer of 16 billion for Valve. No stock, all cash. His sources?
Sources. Dude, trust me. Citation 1, it is known. Citation 2, it is known. Citation 3, it is known. And Citation 4, it is known. Footnote 1. This was once revealed to me in a dream.
Now, thankfully, this got community noted rather quickly because it's such an asinine thing to believe unironically. But that didn't stop good old MethCastGuy himself from making a video on it before waiting to see if it was real or if the guy had any sources. Nah, because to him, that's too much work for the poor fanboy. You see, I was supposed to respond to that ghost video I covered last stream, but fuck it, this is way funnier to me. So let's just dive right in, shall we? Ah! Christ, that's a face only a mother could love. Steve, save us!
Microsoft wants to buy Steam and roll it into Xbox to make the brand of Xbox gaming even more massive.
Actually, that's not what's happening at all, but you would know that if you weren't such a grifting waste of space and just waited a few hours before hitting record in OBS, spewing verbal diarrhea for about 11 minutes or so, and then calling it a day.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
And basically, this leak, this rumor, already has the entire internet completely freaking out because it does feel like if this happens, if Microsoft just completely absorbs Steam, I think gaming is going to go down a dark path.
Okay, so couple things here. One, if you are taking the news as a rumor, then why doesn't the title reflect that and say, oh, I don't know, new rumor suggests Microsoft wants to buy Steam?
You're stupid.
What, was that too many words for you? Two, literally anyone with a brain could tell from a mile away that this rumor is baseless and full of shit because A, Valve is a privately traded company, Gabe Newell will have to agree to the selling of Valve, which spoilers, he wouldn't, and B, if he somehow did want to sell Valve, he sure as shit isn't going to accept an offer of 16 billion for it. Not even Microsoft is so stupid to believe that would be an acceptable offer. You really think they would spend 80 billion on Activision Blizzard, but only 16 billion on Valve? Ayo, DreamcastGuy ain't ever beaten those retardation allegations.
I think the industry as we know it may actually fall apart.
You stupid.
Well, cuckoo cuckoo, I got some bad news for you. The industry as we know it is already falling apart. Ballooning budgets making it harder and harder to make money back. Battle passes and microtransactions galore. AAA games releasing in unfinished or incomplete states on the regular now. The industry as we know it is hanging on by a thread, and you have to be a simpleton to not notice the problems. But this is DreamcastGuy we're talking about here, so you know, critical thinking isn't exactly his forte.
Why are you the way that you are?
But let's discuss. Hi.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Fuck off. I've said this in streams before and I'll say it here. Do not ask for likes and subs at the start of the video. It's annoying and it makes people who are moderately intelligent see you care more about engagement than the topic at hand. Show people you've earned their like and subscribe by making a good video. Something DreamcastGuy has yet to learn despite being on the platform for almost 10 goddamn years.
Firmly grasp it in your hand.
Now, the origin of this is a very peculiar spot. So,
yeah, peculiar is one way to put it, I guess. Yeah.
This gentleman named Doar Say that again. Dwar.
Bro, I know you just barely passed English in high school, but come on. What happened in your cranium, buddy? What made you think Dior is pronounced similarly to noir, which isn't even spelt the same? Noir has the O before the I. Jesus, tap dancing Christ, what have I gotten myself into?
Is a dude who looks into different financial stuff and video game law stuff, and he just put this randomly on Twitter 3 hours ago where he said, essentially, Microsoft is ready to offer $16 billion for Valve. This will not be stock, it will be all cash.
Jesus Christ, the kid's an idiot.
You know, for someone who is supposedly a market analyst, I'm shocked he didn't see the offer being only $16 billion and immediately dismiss it. Huh, it's almost as if he's pulling it out of his ass. Wow, crazy!
Now, pretty much immediately, and we're going to go through a bunch of it, people are saying that this is the worst thing ever. I mean...
No, Dreamcast guy. Gullible idiots who can't think for themselves are saying this is the worst thing ever. Major distinction here.
Some Xbox fanboys are going to go, okay, explain why this is bad. Well, of course, I have to point out the fact that Microsoft does have a personally awful habit of purchasing companies, mismanaging, and then closing them down. So,
a better argument here would be to tell them there is zero evidence and no sources on this asinine rumor. But hey, that's just me. I already know, Dreamcast guy, you have a habit of missing the forest for the trees when it comes to Xbox. I mean, for fuck's sake, you put out a video where you said Xbox putting COD on Game Pass is a desperate move, when I am 99% certain in one of your videos covering the acquisition, you said it would be a smart move for them to do so. You can't even keep your opinion straight, and you expect us to not think you're an easily fooled moron who is allergic to basic research?
Yeah, I'm not immediately happy about the idea of this. Now, some people are immediately pushing back and saying, okay, this probably isn't true, it's completely made up, the figure doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because it doesn't! How can you say a company like Activision Blizzard is worth almost $80 billion, but Valve, literally the biggest storefront on PC, is only worth 16? Valve is so financially comfortable, they don't even have to make new games, and have only recently released CS2 and Half-Life Alyx. It's not even a matter of lowballing. This is like offering to buy McDonald's for $10 million. They would never sell for such a low price, and Microsoft isn't stupid enough to think, oh yeah, they'll totally take $16 billion. Just like when they attempted to buy Nintendo, they would be laughed out of the room.
We're going to break down the leak and its logic, but...
What's the purpose?
Why? There's nothing to break down. Some guy said thing is happening. He has no sources. Done.
Just on the surface level, it is at least partially, tangentially true.
No, that's not what the word true means. Stop pretending to sound smarter than you are. The word you're trying to use is plausible, in which upon recognizing a pattern of behavior, a prediction based on said pattern can be plausible. You fucking troglodyte.
That Microsoft... There were all these leaked documents last year that Microsoft themselves accidentally posted during the Activision Blizzard Microsoft hearings that were happening with the American government.
Okay, I can no longer stand his sloth levels of speaking, so from this point forward, we're going to play him at 1.25 times speed, alright? I got things to do.
They accidentally leaked a bunch of their own stuff, their own plans, their own emails, and one of them was the fact that Phil Spencer said that he was going to attempt to buy Nintendo, but obviously Nintendo laughed him out of the room. But the other one is that they wanted to buy Valve. Now, at the time, 8 months ago when they made this offer, they asked $8 billion. Now, obviously, Steam is massive. $8 billion is a laughably tiny amount. I mean, think about it. They paid $7 billion just for Bethesda. So,
yeah, so you would think they would have learned just how much they would need to add to even attempt to offer to Valve. But once again, critical thinking is not Dreamcast Guy's forte. I mean, after all, he made an 11-minute video on a since debunked rumor and took it as a legitimate leak.
The idea of this rumor, immediately people are pissed because Microsoft is not exactly a company that anybody trusts. While they are good at doing stuff like making Windows and Microsoft's Word and, sort of keeping their trillions of dollar dragon's hoard of cash profitable, Microsoft does not understand video games, and I feel like their track record speaks for itself, but I want to take a look at this because...
And you don't understand that just because someone is verified on Twitter does not mean they are worth your time to listen to.
It sounds like the reason this rumor is so prolific, the reason, even if this turns out to be an inaccurate number...
Come on. Come on, baby. I just want out.
If? Are you kidding me? There is no shot they are attempting to buy Valve. It doesn't even make sense as they have their own storefront on PC. All this would do is increase redundancies in the company and have to maintain 2 storefronts. I always knew you were an idiot, Dreamcast guy, but this is taking it to a whole new level. I'm shocked you can even tie your shoes. Or maybe you don't. For all I know, you're the kind of guy who wears Crocs.
We do know that Microsoft did in the past, very recently, attempt to buy Valve, and I would not be shocked if they tried it again.
You serious?
So I decided to look into this myself because, as we all know, Dreamcast Guy is prone to straight up lying about the reality of the situation, because he learned how to speak by watching Bizarro clips growing up.
Bizarro hates Ketamine!
And according to this article, it does not state anywhere that they attempted to buy Valve. In fact, all it says is that they were merely interested in the idea, but never actually floated the offer.
Other breaking news. Water. Wet.
Dreamcast Guy, I swear to God, I am running out of insults to sling at you, because attempting to buy Valve and being interested in buying Valve are 2 different things. Jesus, God, take 1 English course at your local community college. You clearly need it. Side note, to any Dreamcast Guy fans watching this video, I just gotta ask, why? Do you even pay attention to what he's saying, or do you just put him on in the background, nodding your head mindlessly going, that is true?
Valve is a private company. They're not publicly traded, which means that they don't have stock, they don't have typical value, they're not like on the exchange, which means that if you want them, you have to buy it outright. You can't do a typical takeover. I'm not going to get too into the weeds of it, but there have been attempted hostile takeovers in the past where somebody at one point tried to just buy Ubisoft by eating up the shares, and Ubisoft had to fight off a bunch of just jerky billionaires from eating Ubisoft against their will. So, here's the thing. Right now, well, Gabe Newell, the president, the CEO, the man behind Valve, has been slowly shrinking his own shares of the company. It sounds like, for whatever reason, it sounds like this guy explains that he gave away a lot of money in a divorce, stuff like that. But
I, for the life of me, tried to find information on how much of Valve Gabe owns, and there are no hard numbers. Most just say he owns at least 1/4, which doesn't mean he only has 25%, but that's the lowest he can plausibly have. Either way, he's still the majority shareholder, and as far as we know, he's been getting his kids ready to take over once he retires or, God forbid, dies. And chances are, he's making sure they follow in the same steps he did while operating Valve. As for the divorce angle, the only thing I could find on that is someone else commenting on it on a fucking Reddit post, so I don't know, very loose evidence here, but not surprising for Dreamcast Neanderthal.
Here it is. He now owns close to 25% of the company, which means that...
This guy's a fucking idiot. Holy shit. Bro, it's not on the screen. You're highlighting something your viewers literally cannot see. Jesus God, do you not watch your videos back before you publish them? You malnourished, intellectually inept troglodyte. Holy shit, this guy's a fucking moron. How do you people watch this? How do you people watch this? Honestly, tell me, how the fuck can you honestly watch these videos and think they're good?
It's stupid. You're stupid. Stop being stupid.
Okay, so this motherfucker puts so much fluff and useless information in his video, I'm just gonna skip ahead to parts that are important to the actual topic at hand, alright?
I do hope that this doesn't happen for a variety of reasons, and let me talk about that. This is not me just being an Xbox hater or being anti-trillionaire, because...
You sure about that?
Yeah, you're right, this isn't. But the rest of your channel is.
That is one big pile of shit.
So you can stop pretending you aren't one of the most prolific PlayStation fanboys on this godforsaken site.
I mean, companies do different stuff. Big companies make good games, they make bad games, they do good decisions, they do bad decisions. But I think it's more about the fact that consolidation, I think, provably never works.
And yet, you're completely silent on the IGN news where they just bought 5 direct competitors to them. Meanwhile, I'm planning to make a video on that tomorrow. Because I'm going to be honest here, DreamcastGuy. I do not believe you. I have a sneaking suspicion, if the rumor was about Sony trying to buy Valve, you would either A, praise it and call it a good move, or B, completely ignore it. Because you are a grifter. You cater to the whims of your audience. You have no genuine opinion. All you care about is engagement, and you will throw away your principles at the drop of a hat. Because all this is simply a way for you to scam your audience. And the unfortunate truth is, a lot of them are just as stupid as you are. Because every single video of yours I have subjected myself to thus far has been filled with pointless tangents, misreading sentences or articles, and even contradicting yourself from earlier videos because you don't believe in anything you say. You just focus on what you know will get you views. And let's be fair here. The YouTube game is about getting views. Every YouTuber is guilty of this. But at least for me, I try to make sure I'm consistent in my views. I try not to focus on solely being the first to get the story out. Hell, I waited till the following Monday before covering the Helldivers fiasco, and I'm glad I did. And you know what I just realized? In this last minute and 40 seconds, I have provided more value and content than you have in the last 10 minutes. So you know what? Fuck it. I refuse to subject myself and my viewers to your idiocy any longer. I am genuinely in awe at how you managed to stretch this video to 11 minutes, considering you have maybe 3 minutes of actually discussing the rumor. So screw it. Video done. Fuck you. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all for tuning in. Today's crab fact of the day is about molting. Did you know molting can actually get pretty dangerous for crabs? The process for molting revolves around the crab carefully removing every part of its body from its old shell, including its eyes, mouths, legs, and even the front and back of their digestive organs. The process can take hours, and if any part of the crab gets stuck or is torn away during molting, it will die.
Dang, man.
And that's it for today's crab fact. I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe if you feel so inclined. As always, to stay up to date on all things crab, you can follow me on Twitter via the link in the description below. And if you're looking for a way to support the channel, you can consider becoming a member. For only 99 cents a month, you get access to the community Discord, the Crab Shack, as well as emotes you can harass me with live on stream. But with all that out of the way, I will see you guys in the next video.